Hi. It's another Friday on Your View. Welcome to the show. I'm so excited about today. Selfie time. Anyway, I'm just giving you a clue. Anyway, how you guys doing? Good to have you. Oh my goodness, we have a co-host, Ife Onyegbule. Welcome to the show, Ife.
Thank you for having
to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank
you for having me. It's been a long time.
Long time, yes.
And I must say, of course, it's new. I'm just saying this, the set is new, actually. Yes, I used to be on the couch then. But this is lovely.
Yeah, good to have you on. You're welcome. How you doing, Obiajulu?
I'm doing great.
Anything interesting happening this weekend?
This weekend, okay, we haven't visited the health club in a while. I've not been able to work out this year and swim, so I think I'll likely do that tomorrow.
With your hair?
This is a wig.
Thank you.
This is not my hair.
It's not me that said it.
I'll take off my hair.
We all wear wigs.
Oh, you do? Well, I don't know. It's a long time that I have one of those things on my head. It's a long time.
Anyway,
so that's what's going to be happening.
Ekupalemo birthday party next weekend.
Yes.
Excited.
Remember, we're planning. We've got the accessories for the party. We are
so excited. I feel like this party I'm going to enjoy it.
You are going to enjoy it.
I really feel like
I'm thinking of making ugba. Do you know ugba? Abacha. You don't?
No,
you
ugba is different from abacha.
But all the abacha I've tasted, I like it.
No, this one will be well made. Don't worry.
I've tasted 2 different abachas, and honestly, I didn't like it at all. So maybe I'll try
it. Diet.
But you know, ugba is different from abacha.
Yes.
I think when I went to Enugu, ugba is some yellow thing, right? Some yellow, strong like this.
It's not yellow.
No, that's
brown, kind of.
Small like nuts.
It's like fruit. It's like stone.
Fruit. No, no.
Okay,
you had something different. Maybe okpa.
Yeah, okpa. Okay, so like it was really hard.
Enugu, right?
That's
okpa. That's what you have.
African salad is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, okay. I'll taste it next week.
Yeah.
I'm going to the party. How you doing, Nima?
Nima is very fine.
Any plans for the weekend?
Yeah, it's my late friend's younger brother's wedding tomorrow.
Late friend. Oh.
And I was thinking, I have
really
to be
close
there.
Friend.
That one that passed, yeah. That I just cannot forget her. And it's the wedding tomorrow is at Ikorodu. I wanted to. My mom was like, "No, you are Egmoko now. You have to play your role and everything." So certainly tomorrow, all roads leads to
Ikorodu.
Somewhere in Ikorodu. As far as it is, you're worth it, Tayo. Happy married life in advance. Happy married life today. And congratulations to the Arias family for our own daughter-in-law coming in. Actually, this is the only surviving son of the family.
Oh, wow.
So we are getting a daughter-in-law, and hopefully the family will continue to.
So you're pretty still close to the family.
Yeah,
because
keep
even
in
though
touch.
this friend passed on.
Yeah.
Good. Hi, Ife.
Hi.
Any plans for the weekend? Anything highlights?
Yeah, when you talk about plans, I have plans. I have a training coming up tomorrow.
Oh, great.
You know, the broadcasting training, journalism training. That
you journalists.
Yeah, but you need to, for the young ones who want to come into the business, you have to give them some kind of guide.
Journalists actually, they cringe when they listen to us. Yes. What's wrong with these ladies? Don't you know the codes of journalism? So they just talking anyhow.
All these women.
No, but that's what it is. That's what it is these days. People like gossip, but when you have a trained person who's actually gossiping, there's some kind of...
the gossip.
Exactly. There's this team.
I remember when she came to the class when I was doing the MBC training course. Yeah, and she came, I was like, she's the woman that came on TV. Oh, she's sitting. I just let her finish. Then I went to meet her. I said, remember me?
Yes, I
journalists, when they watch your view, they always cringe. Like, what are these ladies talking about?
No, but for some who understand what the people want,
right,
you know as it is, you have to give people what they want. You have to give them what they want. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing this Saturday. And quite a number of people are interested. I think it's nice so that you just give people, simplify it for them, and they take off from there. I always tell people, be original. Be yourself, and break.
How you dealing with the accents? A lot of young people just feel like once you have the accents, you get a job in journalism.
Speaking right and speaking.
Mariah, you know how it's like. Employers come, they say to you, they give you a tape, go and listen to this, sound like this person. But you find out young persons while they're on air. You start sounding American. Before you know it, you move into sounding British. Before you know, you're sounding Australian, Canadian. You have a problem, streamlining, maintaining. I'd say for people, if you can maintain one of it, stay there. Right. And, build yourself. But if you can't,
do the Nigerian English, right?
Just be yourself.
Just be yourself.
Be original. That's what
we need to develop a Nigerian accent.
No, we don't need that. Just be yourself.
A clean Nigerian
you can't have a Nigerian accent.
Actually, it's well-spoken English sounding very Nigerian.
No, but you can't have a Nigerian accent because we all have our you know, we have our mother tongue, and there's always that intrusion.
We can't all sound alike.
We can't. You have a Calabar person, when the person speaks, you know, someone who is from the Igbo-speaking area, when you speak English, people might know, but for real broadcasters, no one, or journalists, no one should be able to decipher where you're from.
Nice, interesting.
What about you? Any plans for the weekend?
This weekend, I actually do plan to do some shopping. All my clothes are tight. All my clothes. I can't fit in.
Tight?
All my clothes are tight.
So why don't you think about losing weight?
No, she's breastfeeding.
I just give birth. My baby is just 3 months old, and I'm trying to eat all I can for the next, at least for when he's 6 months. Then I'll start dieting. But between now, I eat everything I can find, which is fine. But all my clothes are tight. All the clothes. When
it's not that you're throwing those clothes away. You just get some new ones.
That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking of going to go and buy material, start making new, especially Ankaras. All my Ankaras.
Free clothes.
I had to buy like four different ones this morning before I could get this one. All of them are big.
You'll be all right.
Tight. Honestly, man, that's costing me money.
You'll be fine.
Anyways, let me go on a break. It's Friday! I can't wait to have our guest in the studio. This babe, she's a 76-year-old babe. You don't want to miss this interview. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Okay, I forgot we have to do papers, Abi.
We have to.
All right, let's try and do these papers. Let's be serious. Okay.
It's important.
The Nation. 3,000 in kidnappers' den as Senate Labour seek action.
Very serious.
And also to Buhari, overhaul security. Upper Chamber invites the acting Inspector General of Police. APC tackles PDP over claim on INEC server. Ekiti, Ondo, Kwara, Benue to pay 30,000 naira. Good. Shell, Nigeria requires $200 billion to bridge energy gap. And President off to UK for a 10-day private visit. And Nigerians are having issues with what they call private. I don't know what their problem is. Anyway, let's start with the major headline. 3,000 kidnappers 10. Yes.
So the yesterday, senators had a meeting and they were decrying what has been happening across the country. We've had bandits, abducting people. As a matter of fact, according to the report they got, they have over 3,000 people in bandits den at the moment across different countries. And they were still, there was a crime that happened. A Briton was killed in Kaduna, in a resort in Kaduna. I think that happened about
a social worker.
Yes, with about 3 other people kidnapped. So they had to summon the IG of police to, they gave him 1 week to tell them what he's planned to do, what measures
But they're also saying corruption
is
the cause. I mean, I was reading the quote from the Senate saying that banditry is not reducing, it has become a business in the north. All businesses in the north are dead. The reason behind this problem is corruption.
Exactly.
Really?
But corruption is...
Because corruption thrives where there's insecurity, where people are not sure of how to do things.
Survive.
So banditry happens in Zamfara, and you know Zamfara is very rich in gold. So the insecurity, people will not be watching. Nobody is putting their eyes on those who are, mining golds illegally. So anyhow you look at it, it comes back to that corruption.
You can't do without talking about it. Corruption is just, when you look at it, it used to happen in Port Harcourt. And by the way, I was almost kidnapped once when I was working in Port Harcourt.
Oh, for real?
The way they stopped my car, I was driving, and you won't believe it was a police. Maybe he was wearing, it could have been fake. He just stopped me and, waved. I stopped and he says, the road where I was, you had no business as a policeman stopping anyone. So he stopped me and says I should wind down. I just did a little because I had heard what was happening. I was only about 8 months there to manage a radio station. And he says he wants to get in the car. I said, no, I wasn't born yesterday.
Exactly.
He wants to get in my car, how?
Let's move on to the Nation.
So it happens.
Right. Let's move on to the Punch, actually. Knocks as Buhari begins 10-day private visit to UK. Give Nigerians reasons for visit, PDP tells president. A picture here of Madam Oshodiapapa Expressway. Really, really terrible picture. Reps accuse banks of non-remittance of stamp duty deductions. I read that story. Brutalized Punchman, Nigerians berate power-drunk LASMA official and demand sanctions. School teachers protest non-payment of salaries in Ekiti. Chevron's oil wells catch fire in Ondo. Ngige tackles NMA. Doctors say that federal government rejected health bank proposal. Let's start with this major headline. Our president traveled to the UK, says he's going for a private visit. Why are people crying?
Because, the president commissioned projects in Lagos, moved to Borno, commissioned projects in Maiduguri, and then just like that.
Entered.
So his spokesperson was one who was telling us, Oga has traveled out of the country, is away on a private 10-day visit.
He'll be back on the 5th of May.
If he's, they understand you're saying private, but if he's going to be using our own air fleet,
taxpayers' money,
which is fueling that airplane,
we should know
and
what
all people that are going with him, all the money they are receiving, all their is it stipends they give to them, it's all based on taxpayers.
But so I think they should just give him.
Let us know exactly what this private is about.
I think they should give him a break.
See, this is not to hold the brief for the PDP. He's a public. He holds a public office, and the public office have their rules. So if he's on leave, we should know if he's on leave. If he's on health break, we should know. Yeah. And private visits. So
I guess they didn't want us to talk, but you see, just say he went for medical.
Why put a private visit there? If the man is going for checkup, why don't you just say it?
So this front page picture of Apapa Oshodi Expressway is the reality. God bless Punch for bringing it there.
You've been praising all this
No, they are doing the work here. I've hired a photographer for my own, don't worry. So that is the situation of the road. It's not just that the roads are bad, it's littered all the way. And when you get to Mile 2, at the express, in front of everybody, you find pigs feeding on the litter.
Really sad.
That's not the face. That's the road that links us to other countries. Badagry Road.
I want to take another story also in point. Sorry, actually, because it's actually not the human interest, because it's a follow-up story. This one that reps accused banks of non-remittance of stamp duty. Let me tell you when I read that story, what I understood. A lawmaker looks for some issue around. Okay, let me not say it that way. This lawmaker in particular.
Let me tell you what the story said.
The story said that the lawmaker has raised an issue, the fact that banks are not remitting stamp duty charges.
I post banks, the CBN, and there's a third one that, interfaces with the charges that they deduct from checks and all these transactions called stamp duties. They are not remitting to the general treasury, what they call TSA.
Yes. Now the point is that they are now going to. They are suggesting that they create an ad hoc committee to review.
Committee again.
When they start collecting committees, you now see what the issue. The issue is a very financial issue, so I'm making the connection. I'm not saying anything, I'm just suggesting. These are the kind of issues our helps raise, financial-related issues, just in case.
Follow up on the LASMA stories, because we took it yesterday, and the advice of the PRO of LASMA has still not been done. This is labor issues.
Right.
So they cannot just pick up an issue from the front page of a paper and then discipline officials on it. They can actually go to the industrial court and get justice. So the proper thing is to file a petition to that body so that there will be a basis for that investigation. They said it yesterday, but I see the story follow up in Punch, and knowing that this person is educated, I think they should seek a lawyer. And
okay, let's move on to Vanguard very quickly. Why police misuse arms, kill on duty, says Inspector General Police. Doctors brain drain. My comments misinterpreted, says Ngige. National security. Stakeholders seek localization of OTT services. Salis asks tribunal to stop Sanwo-Olu swearing in. Fowler hailed for cost-cutting reforms at the FIRS. Buhari won't dissolve cabinet after valedictory service, says Lai Mohammed. Why NFF appointed Chairman Chukwu life ambassador, says Pinnick. And several results, court will rule based on Electoral Act, not social media videos. Lots of other stories. Let's just take a few.
First, major headline story. So the IGP is trying to make sense of all the killings that, has been happening from the police to us citizens. And he said one of it might be due to the work schedule. So they do a 12-hour shift morning and night, but he has reformed that to a 3 hours, 8 hours part-time shift. So you do 8 hours, you take a break, someone else takes over. Maybe then they'll not be overworked enough to lose sanity.
Yes, also,
and the psychiatric...
Go ahead, Ife.
I just talked about this morning, this issue of 12-hour, he's stopping the 12-hour schedule and making it 8 hours. And I'm asking the question, for a policeman who goes to drink very early in the morning,
which they do,
take bottles, you drink how many? You can't even take in anymore, and you're drunk. Does it mean if you do 8 hours, all the nonsense that you do will stop?
So there's more to it. There's more to it.
I think it's about self-censorship.
The former Lagos State Commissioner for Police Affairs was saying it has to be wickedness and, it's beyond the work schedule.
But
the psychiatrist
the IGP also said that the medical services must also help them to retrain and ensure that they are medically stable and provide proper medical services for them.
The advice of the senior lecturer on consultants and psychiatry at the University College in Ibadan, Jubril, Dr. Jubril Abdulmalik, who says it has to be due to stress of the work.
That is it.
So everybody is trying to, maybe we're just happy that they're looking into it.
And frustration also.
Reforming the police.
Okay. Let's take this other story. Ngige, the minister was saying that you just totally misinterpreted what he said, what he was trying to say. Now listen, let us not, the truth is the truth. Let's not forget it. That there are lots of medical students that graduate. 20% are absorbed into the system. About 80% don't have jobs. So if doctors want to leave, trust me, you're making space for the new ones to come in. So out of all the graduates that he's a medical doctor, he's actually qualified because he's been a member of NMA since 1979. Okay. And he knows all the numbers, he knows all the figures. So he's not totally oblivious of the facts. That they're saying that if anybody leaves, it's okay, they're allowed to leave, but understand that the 80% that are jobless would definitely be absorbed into the system. So
I hardly see medical doctors that are jobless. Well, it's good that, because they always find a way to get into the private system to work. Yes, I hardly see that.
If you say you've not seen, why will some go into politics? If you're in the medical line, why don't you just stay there? Right. You know, some of them may not have jobs and they won't want to sit out. Remember there was an exam they wrote some time ago. It was such a full house because they wanted to get out of the country. But I think as a minister, he needs to understand that whatever you say, the people will either misunderstand or misinterpret you, and you'll be misrepresented.
Philip, who has that story? Our minister went to visit a chairman.
The former NFF chairperson, who has been sick for a while, back and forth, the reports have been that he's well, he's no longer well, but Dr. Dola has offered 50,000 for his treatment. Chuku, who is recovering now. Now NFF has come to make him a life ambassador and place him on a 500,000 monthly salary.
Thank you. Thank you.
Saying that this will wait till this time.
Thank you.
They didn't have to
wait. So they're saying that this will now spread to all other sports or athletes or sports person who have done so much for the business.
Remember Salis doing the governorship debate in Lagos State? Remember that gentleman? Yeah. That kept going to...
He's a Lagos
back and forth.
He said that they've taken the court to the electoral tribunal, and they're saying that they should stop the swearing in of Sanwo-Olu because he became governor out of fraudulent and it doesn't know what he used, but fraudulent practices anyway. That's how he became governor. So they need to hold off on the swearing in. Moving on to The Guardian, I think it's one story we're picking up here. Malaria kills over 81,000, infects 53.7 million yearly in Nigeria. Wow. You have that story?
Yes. If I just look at that story, of course, with what was right there in the papers, you find out that it's really sad that we keep talking about malaria and all of that. It's something that we can get to do away with. But when you look at the environment, people are expected to keep the environments clean. You don't keep your environment clean, you have them breeding mosquitoes and all of that. You can't blame anyone for that. I always say that it's about you have to do it yourself. You don't have to wait for government to come do it for you. It's about self-hygiene, keep it clean so that we can...
Move on to Daily Sun. Buhari holds valedictory FEC with ministers May 22nd. NLC prepares to fight governors over unpaid salaries and gratuities, pensions. Okorocha relocates Imo Poly to Ehimembano. Appeal court voids Army General's conviction. And let's take one more story. Insecurity said it's almost IGP. Any story there, NLC? Who has that story?
Yes, so they are telling everyone to get ready because the governors who are not able to pay their staff, they don't have any excuse. They've been given bailout funds getting to as much as 2 trillion, and then they have no reason not to pay. And also, nobody should come at this time to say they cannot afford to pay the 30,000 minimum wage that they've agreed. This is not the time to start saying we cannot pay. Everybody has, and 3 other states have said that they are ready to pay.
Actually, Ekiti, Ondo, Kwara, and Benue have agreed to pay. All right, so Alhaji Malaimwa was saying that the imminent dissolution of they're going to dissolve. They're supposed to dissolve the cabinet, but we're now hearing that they are still going to stay intact.
Why? So what the president asked was them to for each minister to give a report, a detailed report of their policies and achievements and projects within their ministry before the 22nd of May. And
no, it was supposed to be
24th of April.
Supposed to be yesterday. 4th of April.
and then we'll have a valedictory.
But I also like to,
meeting
I'd like for them, when they give out this information, let it be uniform. You don't have a newspaper saying, oh, the president is going to dissolve this, another paper is saying no, it's not going to be like that. There'll be confusion.
If they issue the directive directly.
Let it just be, you know, uniform as it is.
I just hope the president, anyway, we're still going to review his plans and discuss, or I try to advise him on what he should look out for going forward. Ministers need to be well informed and ensure that the information they're passing to us is accurate, because we get a lot of this wrong information going on.
Exactly, discrepancies here and
All
there.
right, let's go on a break. It's Friday, and we come back, we discuss a hot topic, and then our guests come in later. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
Thanks for staying with us. So a story caught our attention on Twitter, or it was a Twitter rant actually, saying, buy properties in your names. Stating that if you have a property is jointly owned, then it should be specified as Ade and Biola, not Mr. and Mrs. Or Jane and John, not Mr. and Mrs. Stating further that anybody can be the Mr. and Mrs.
That's the truth.
At any point in time. So the question is, should married people buy properties in their own name? When they say two become one, yet you want to buy property in one and one.
You now reach that one.
Join the conversation 070-806-68014. You can also tweet to us at TVC, and please hashtag YourViewTVC so we can read your tweet. All right, so there are different angles to this story, because we've seen, in fact, there are millions of stories on how women own properties. Some buy it in the name of both their children or the spouses, or even their own names, And people have criticized these. I know my own mother, for example. Look, let me come to Nima. Do you agree with this? Let me start with you before I say my own story. Do you agree with this?
Okay, let me quickly go legal. Safe that way.
Okay.
So the proper structure for drafting is that you specify so that there are no mischief in interpreting that draft. So when you are buying property and there's Mr. and Mrs., truly, if there's a divorce, if something has happened, and maybe you are not aware of that property or you didn't push for it, some other Mrs. can take over. So if you later come around, it was a Mr. and Mrs., and then we have to deal with the dates and everything. So if you specify clearly Nima and Mohammed Zibiri property, so it's clear who the Mr. and Mrs. were from the word get-go, so that when you're divorcing and you have to assess properties and divide, it's clear.
Some men can say, you don't trust me. They can raise an issue that, are you saying you don't trust me? Listen, I am buying property in my name because of our children.
They always raise that. They always raise that issue. They always raise that issue. But as Nima said here, fine, it's good to specify those names, but you must know exactly who it is you're marrying. But with some of the stories that we read today, you find that people are so in love, you know, before they got married. Some years along the line, you find out that they fall out of love. I would say that, yes, you can push these things. I hear we're also getting to the stage where people now sign prenups, you know, so that you know exactly why it is you're coming in, what it is that you want. So if this happens, as she said, you can put the name, whoever with Ife or, you know, so that they know who it is. But it's not just that people need to be pushed to say, always do that, because it will cause a lot of trouble, I tell you.
Love. I'm in love. I trust my spouse, you know. It's us, we are together forever and ever.
Nothing lasts forever. We need to understand that.
We're gonna be forever. And, you know, I don't care about his property. I just love him. I don't care what he has. I don't want to know. It's just, I love him. And you then allow him. There's that kind of love, because Tope has that kind of love.
I know, Tope has that kind of love. Good for her.
Tori love that you don't even care.
Do you know there was a man whose wife went to withdraw some money at the bank when she got there? Of course, they asked her at the bank, Madam, but you've been here. She says no. And Mrs. whoever, they said no, a check came in this morning. Someone has come to withdraw.
It was the husband.
That's how she found out that there was another Mrs. somebody somewhere.
So the thing is,
so it happens.
In an ideal situation, it's normal to have both, you know, co-own the property. So we're in love, the love is shacking us, I buy, you buy, it doesn't matter who owns it at the end of the day. But sometimes the ideals is not what we see in marriage. You get married with the hope of it's going to last forever, you know, Beauty and the Beast and all those sort of stories. But then you get there and reality dawns on you and you find out that at the end of the day as a woman, you have not protected yourself because anything can happen. They kick you out of that house and you have nothing. And women have seen how their mothers lived back in the days. So it's more like we're beginning to see that we have to protect ourselves for the future. Because in as much as I love my husband and he loves me, anything can happen, and then where do I start from? So buying property as a woman in your name, I think it's healthy.
But would your spouse feel...
But then who's your next of kin?
For me personally, my husband is my next of kin.
So it's the same thing.
No, it's not the same thing.
I know a woman, my mom's generation, she had that humble love, not even shocking love, humble love. And she was from a rich family. She had properties. Everything she had, she converted to her husband's name because she loved and she was humble. She was the humble wife, you know. Ade Orimi, he's my head. Everything she owned, she changed it to her husband's name. And their love was fantastic for many years. But somewhere down the line, the strange woman showed up. And do you know that man took over those properties? Before. No, lawyer, this question is for you. In that kind of situation,
I will get all the properties back for her.
How? For people who are ready to fight.
That's the way. No matter how long it takes in court, she's going to get her properties back.
She can,
because there's a principle of law that I studied when we did equity that I loved. I particularly took interest in it. It was then, and it had changed in England, but it still operates here. Women do not advance monies to the husbands. Women do not advance to because of this kind of abuse. I loved that particular principle. Thank you, Professor Ojo, for teaching us. I love that principle of law when I read it. I'll get it back for her.
Are you for real?
No matter how much she has that she gave to the husband, as long as there were documents that they were initially in her name and they're no longer together, she can actually access her properties back. Nobody
because in our very before, the man sold one.
It's not like she's dead.
Rented
now.
Out.
No, but that's such a bad man.
So these things happen.
She can contest any sale, gift, or whatever it makes with her property. If she gives me a tough game,
but my mother's generation, they just they left it for God.
They didn't do anything wrong. You see this mentality of, after all I've done for you, is why women now think, why should I buy properties in my husband's name? Me, I don't have anything in my name.
Nima, it's after all I have done for you. I've spent 11 years in the marriage. I've given 11 years of my youth, my life to nurture you. And then at the end of the day, I go out empty-handed.
Both of you.
I have to protect myself.
Both of you can be together in the marriage, put together all your investments and get the fraud.
Okay, let me ask a question that we can talk about, guys. Where, see, okay, we all agree that women should have properties. But should these properties be secret?
That's the
should it be such that you don't let the spouse know? Because some men, if they know of these properties, they'll either force you to change the name or they'll at some point say, you know what, let's sell it or do something. But should it be secret?
So I have a friend now.
I'm coming to you.
I have a friend now who, she bought a land and the husband is not aware. One of the reasons she doesn't want to tell the husband is the fact that the man does not save. The man is someone who, once he sees money, he spends everything. The man has not paid a kobo on, as in lifted a finger to help on anything. She hustles. And then she told me that one of her pastors told her that if the man knows that you have this, he will bring it down. He will make sure you sell it and spend the money. So in that case, she had to protect herself till today. I've tried to talk to her. Are you sure what you're doing
Let me come to Ify. Do you agree with that? Do you think a woman should keep this thing secret?
I truly don't agree that those things should be kept secret. That's the truth. Because at the end of the day, when he finds out, it could break that marriage that you're talking about. But as you've said, women will need to protect themselves. But for me, I'm just thinking that marriage is going through a lot these days. My parents have been together for 50 years. They celebrated the 50th anniversary on the 20th, I think in 2017, December 2017. That was the time my husband was in a hospital, but I had to leave him there, you know, to go be with them because it's just once in a lifetime. They've been together. But I've seen what my mother's been through and all of that. Sometimes I wonder, this generation of ours, can they stay in a marriage like that? You know but talking about properties, yeah, you can acquire the property. As I always say, if you marry, a good man is a good man.
Yeah.
And a good woman is a good woman. It depends on what you go into. She just said now that there's no property in her name. And that impressed me so much.
Let me come to
but
Nima.
when you marry a bad person and you know that you're married to a bad person, and you don't want to get out of that marriage, maybe he's not violent.
Okay, let me take this call. Thanks for calling. Are you there?
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead, please.
Thank you. What you said is good. The fact is the woman should have her name on it, even if it's the husband that bought or the wife that bought. Okay. I have a case in point. My brother in Delta State bought a landed property. The wife wanted it in her name. He refused, and it cost him serious help. I had to advise him to allow peace reign, just allow it be on her name. For me, most of properties we have with me and my spouse or my wife, it's in her name. And that's the better way to go about it.
Thank you very much, Aaron. So let's go back to, we're going to go on a break very soon, but let's go back to the issue of secret. I want you to hear your thoughts, Nima, on this. Should a woman keep these things secret, especially when you know your husband is a spendthrift?
Okay, so me, I don't subscribe to secret properties. Okay. The truth is, when it comes out, it's going to go straight to the issue of trust in that marriage, and it could rock and destroy the marriage, even when there are no major issues. So let him know this is your plan. The way I deal with mine, this is what I want to do. Yeah. And we can take years convincing each other on whether to go into it. When he agrees, I get my property, and I do it the way I want to. Okay, this is where I would like to invest. This is how we want to do it. We discuss it. There are no secrets. So
that's because you have a good marriage. There are some people that their husbands are just they're not that responsible. And and the woman is doing it not because she wants to do it, but because of her children. She's thinking about the fact that I want to plan the
properties. He knows about them. Put them in trust.
He will sell it.
Put them in trust.
Okay, let's go on a break. When we come back, we'll bring in our celebrity guest. She'll take the cat and hopefully shed more light. Since she's a 76-year-old babe, she should do better. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
Thanks for staying with us. So it's worthy of note that our guest is a veteran thespian who has aged gracefully. Her mark in the Nollywood industry cannot be cast aside. She's known for her various diverse roles that she has played over the years. She's also a certified nurse. Welcome with us, Idowu Phillips, popularly known as Iya Rainbow. Selfie time! So you can join the conversation on 070-80668014. You can also tweet to us at TVC Connect. Please hashtag YourViewTVC so we can read your tweets. All right, because this is like our mother. We can't be speaking too much grammar. So I would have to, pedal the hands. Understand? So I'll throw in my Yoruba, whether I like it or not. So if you don't understand, Nima will help us translate. So Ma, before you came on, you hear us talk about owning property as a wife or as a husband privately that your husband will not know about. Is it good for a woman to own something that belongs to her? The ladies agree that yes, it's good to own. But now I ask a question. If you own that property, should it be secret that you not tell your husband? Because husbands are not responsible to keep those property, and the men who claim that I'm doing it for my children. So in your own view, do you think it's good to keep property secret from your husband?
It's good to keep it. Yeah. Because so many men, they don't have number 6. One thing is this. You can buy a land, you can build a house. When you want to do ceremony, you just tell him, my dear, please, I have a land. I want you to come and see it, please. And you see that, man is a man. You say, but you said,
You are finished.
So you are finished to retain on it because of our children.
Wisdom.
Because you don't do that, you won't do anything, and it's not going to do anything.
But some men will not forgive you, ma.
Some men, they don't want their their wife to have more than
them.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, mo ti rẹni tó sọ rí pé tíyàwó ń bá fi lówó, wọ́n á pàdánù ni.
Imagine that.
Then I asked him, you kill her. forget about your children. Because it's good for women to have number 6. So,
mommy.
I want to one dancing you. No, we don't. In our time, my husband, if you have 10 kobo, he will tell me, you do, I have 10 kobo. Not nowadays. They prefer to do outside.
Yes, so
Than to give their wife and children. And they have a wife at number 6.
Yes, no.
They have another one at number 12.
Help us.
They won't know. They won't know each other. Help us. No.
They're helping.
They won't know each other.
Ma,
Yes.
but what if you have a husband who shows you everything? The salary he's collecting, he shows you. Every property he's buying, he buys in your name. Is it still okay to have something in secret?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Allah will be no see.
Okay.
The way he deals with you,
Deal with him, that's the way.
Okay. All right.
You know everything.
Yes.
That's why I'm bearing Mama Rainbow today. Yes.
Okay, let's come to
show
you.
me everything.
Let's come to you on your life, because your life is such a wonderful story.
Yes.
You know, you're a nurse. You just wanted to be a nurse. Jeje was your husband that went to go and say, come and do theater.
You know, come and dance, come and do theater.
So tell us, immediately after he introduced you into the industry, he passed on, leaving you alone in this industry, trying to have to swim your way through. Give us that story. What happened with your husband, and what exactly led you into that in this industry? It's
a long story, my dear. One day, my husband just called me. Go and resign. I said, what happened? I should go and resign. Maybe it's because our job, this theater, you can't do it with nurse. He said, don't let me resign. Please give me more years. My husband died in 1984. Then I retired in 1986. We are in the church one day. Everybody are shouting, fire, fire, fire. All the house on that day, everything finished. No, my children in white garment, and me, my mother. Because immediately my husband died, I moved to my mother's house with my children, so that I can go to location. Then she will help me to
take care of the children.
That's one of them. We start this journey. It's not easy.
It's a long time.
It's not easy. One man said, I will marry you. I said, you want to marry me? Because I lost my husband. Okay. He came to our house one day. And Jemlowo, we are about 12. My children, their friends. I'm on the theater. Pots. Eba, akafo. Just, hello? Good evening. I said, good evening. Who are you? Mr. John, come in. Come in. It's our secretary in General Hospital. Come in. Immediately he entered.
Bukata.
What happened?
We were scared.
I said nothing.
12 people in the house.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Please come. They are my children.
Hey, Jesus.
Yes. Checking down. What's it called, Tony? From that day.
He ran.
Then me, I tell God, Jesus, you are my husband now. I don't want to marry.
So God has helped you raise these children for many years.
I've read your story a bit, and I've always, in fact, I cannot count the movies I've seen Yarimbo in. All your movies, I love them. The truth is, it's not easy to be in theatre for this long that you have been. And I know it's not necessarily as rewarding as people would think, because we see you on TV, you know, we always assume people on TV are making money.
No, if they say they want to be like Yarimbo, say, oh, yeah, tell God. To go through. But it's not easy, my dear. Exactly. One day, I have 50 naira with me. I went to a butero. I buy ila.
Okra.
1 naira. Ata.
Pepper.
Is there?
They call it Esha.
Esha. 100 naira. Eja. You know, one thing is this. My children, they are my children. If they drink Gary, they just do like...
We used to speak.
Oh, God. They eat meat.
Oh, God.
Bisi, Femi, what do you do? Jollof rice.
When it was a
you
car,
it's
actually the Gary.
No.
I wanted to go somewhere with that question, in the sense that when the Airtel advert came, just because of you, I watched from the series all the way to the birthday. With the gele, I can sing it. I knew that finally you had your break. The way I felt, yes, finally, this industry finally recognized all your efforts. How did you feel? Was that the break, the way I felt? And how did you feel, if it was the break, how did you feel when you finally hit that endorsement?
I can't say I'm not the one. I am not the one. It's only God help me, my dear. When we start with Airtel, we're talking money. Some people say, Mama, don't take that money. It's too small.
Don't mind them.
That my son said, Mama, if they give you 1 naira,
take it.
Smart.
That my son from London. He said, Mama, take it. And now, Airtel used to tell everybody that Mama Rainbow changed Airtel face.
Yes,
Then I said, Airtel changed my
life. I feel like crying.
Ma, you see, we can't have you on this table and not ask you some life questions, because we want you to advise and to share knowledge with us. A lot of young people out there today, young people are desperate. They want to make money. They want to be successful. They see you successful. They too, and in fairness to them, Nigeria is very difficult. It's tough for everybody. What would you advise us to do as people, as mothers, even as fathers? How do we help our children? Because you always talk about your children, how they supported you. They will drink Gary and pretend it was jollof rice and chicken. Because they understood what you're going through. What can we do to let our children today have itelorun, have contentment,
with prayer.
For my children can take Gary and say it's jollof rice. What kind of
with prayer, 18 years old, say, Mama Rainbow, next year, you see me with my Jeep. But I said, Jeep? Shebi, you are still going to... say yes. Their knowledge is more than their age. And they are looking for big something. But we have to pray. You call them. You advise them. You pray for them. My son, if you did this, this is the results. If you do that, this is the results. Okay.
All right, if you
Mama, let's talk about, women in marriages today. Elisoni Yoba, Nima will translate as it is. Women in marriages today, many marriages are failing. Before you came on Egbo, I was talking about my parents. They've spent 50 years in marriage. But you find out that most marriages today, 2-3 years, everybody to learn here. What should the woman who's supposed to hold the marriage, what do you think she should know?
Ọlọ́run kó jẹ́ kí a fẹ́ ọkọ wa.
Two things: marry your own husband.
Because ìwà tó ń wù kẹ́ tó marry, the man can easily change.
Background.
Then the wife will be trying. I don't want to leave this place. They say, don't leave you. You marry another one. One day the woman will say, oh, no. Somebody get his salary. It's not common. You went to
go to club.
Serve them. After that, who is in the house? Open the bloody room. You open it, I'll
kick it, I'll break it.
Ọmọ wà nílé, ìyàwó wà nílé, ó fún ọ lówó oúnjẹ. Olon saffron, good man outside, bad man inside. Please.
Mọ́mí ṣe mọ̀ pé some people will think pé ó dẹ̀ ń pè é like ọkùnrin.
Mo like wọn gan.
So
kí ni káwọn obìnrin ṣe?
Mo like wọn gan tó máa sọ fáwọn ọmọ mi ọkùnrin. O gbọ́dọ̀ fìyà jẹ ìyàwó ẹ.
Okay, all right. Káwọn èèyàn máa rò pé ẹ like ọkùnrin.
Yes, mo like wọn gan.
Okay, so
ọkùnrin ló sọ mí di bí mo ṣe dà
like men.
If it's not my husband, I won't be a Mama Rainbow.
Today.
I'm a Jebu woman. Wọ́n ń lu bàtà nílùú wa. But ọkọ mi, àyànfẹ́ mi ọmọ Òróníyì. Ọmọ ìwé ìgbàṣọ níyọ̀ ló fò. Pẹpẹpẹ léwé ẹ̀mí lóra wọn. Ọmọ onífẹ̀gẹ̀ ńlá fẹ̀gẹ̀ ńlá èkejì. Ìgbòǹgbò afẹ́tì ẹ̀ ládàá. I said, Mama, Ìdòwú, you are going to hold this house. I'm traveling. But I don't know he's going to die.
Hey, wow. Jesus. Mommy, I want to cry.
Okay.
Mommy, I wanted to ask, you know, we have a lot of new actors now who they will tell you, so the ones that are lying, they are lying. We know it's not acting that is giving them the money. But there are some that are really working hard and the money is not coming as such. So is it advisable for you to be doing something else that will be giving you money till your major break comes?
It's good to be doing something because there's nothing in the theater now. If you have program or project, use 1.2 million. If you use 1.2 to do your project, to record the cameraman, the continuity, the clinical, and you take it to the market, they buy it 600.
It will still suffer Paris.
If you don't sell it 600 immediately, the second day, it's going to be 400.
Whoa.
So nothing in theater again. I advise them to look for something. For engagement, Alaga Joko, Alaga Mama Rainbow is there. For Ete, Agview, Ayola. Because I'm
Mommy,
legitimate
lesson. What you're talking about is people doing real things, the hard work. You're still working hard. But we see a lot of people in this industry, young people, who cut corners, sleep with a producer just to become popular, have a baba somewhere to, you know, and project the life first class to London, you know, and they post pictures that young people will now start getting greedy.
I want to act.
I want to make it. And they will not go through the normal route. They will find corners, they will cut. Let's talk about those.
You want me to advise them?
Please.
I will advise. Because èmi ò ṣe mi gba corner. So they say to the point pé báyìí. And I work hard. I used to go to 4 locations in a day. Ogbologba. I just do, please, my mother is sick. I'm taken out to hospital. I will do 1 scene or 2 scenes. I will leave the place. I will go to this place. I do 1 or 2. One day we travel, me and Kono and Nichaje. They said, Laye, I will travel with you. Mama Rainbow, you want to kill us? We left Oshogbo by 1 o'clock. We are coming to Lagos. Because I want the money to plenty. But our children now, they can't do it.
But Mommy, I have to come to you there because some people, your own, let's be fair, your own took longer. Yes, we've seen Mama Rainbow. We see Mama Rainbow already on TV. But the money you could make from the movies is not commensurate with the kind of work you've done. Now you've hit your break towards the end. So I should not wait, because I want to be Mama Rainbow, I should not wait 50 years, 40 years to get to 70-something, to not get, for one Airtel to not recognize me. So young people, let's be fair, young people can't wait that long. They feel like they are smart, they're intelligent, I can get it now. And they should get it early. Should we have the kind of patience Mama Rainbow had and wait 40 years before somebody recognizes me?
What's the consequence of not being patient?
The repercussion is not good.
If you don't wait.
But they won't. Even if we tell Mama Ijo, life in here. I remember when you Ireti that, you know Ireti. Then they said, Mama, please come and advise all this. I called them, please. I don't want you to do this. I don't. Immediately I left the and it's very beautiful. Mama Rainbow is beautiful.
Yes, you are.
Instead of us to look for big man, husband, take care of you. Manfred, they abuse me.
Ew.
That's why I'm looking at them.
Let's go on a break. When we come back, that's your beautiful face. We want to know what you do to it. How you get that beautiful. We'll talk about it when we come back. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
Why jìnnà ni? Tó bá yẹ pé nǹkan ló fọmọ mi jẹ àpọ̀.
Mami.
Ọmọ.
Kí wá ní gbogbo ilé tẹ́ sọ tẹ́ ń kà lé Folúkẹ́ lórí?
Èmi pọ̀ lé Folúkẹ́ lórí. Èmi ò bá forí rẹ̀ kí n máa ké ni. Ó bá bí kú o, mo rán kábọ̀ ni. Àlùbọ́sà wà ń dò. Torórí tiwọ́, ó ti mẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́. Òpònú ayírádà. Abunú. Ó ti jẹ̀fọ́ kò jẹ́ ọmọ tó ń ṣe. Bí ó bá síbẹ̀, wọ́n bí kìíní kejì kẹta ọmọ kú. Kí ló tún dúró ṣe, kí ló dúró mú? Kí ló dúró wá lọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀? Dá mi lóhùn. Wò àwọn sẹ́ẹ̀tì yẹn tẹ́jọ́ ṣe ìyàwó. Ọmọ wọn ti ń sọdá títì. Lára ṣíbí wá, lára bisikíìtì wá. Tíyẹ́dà.
Ẹ wo màmí.
Bọ̀dá ọ̀dẹ̀.
Gbogbo ẹ̀kẹ́ sọ bí mi láìkẹ́ rárá. Mi ò tiẹ̀ láìkẹ́.
I'm telling you. She's very pretty. Let me come to you on the issue of language, Yoruba language. This generation is so difficult for us to speak Yoruba to our children because everywhere is English. Even me, I was so excited when I spoke Yoruba and my daughter understood. It was as if I won the lottery. I was like, you understand? Yes, now, because she hears us now. So I was so excited, but why is it so difficult for us to help our children understand our mother tongue?
I don't know. You see this one? It's from Karo Ojire Omo Oòduà Foundation.
Okay.
Kábíyèsí Ọọ̀ni of Ifẹ̀ Ọjájá II. Ọba Lamidi Adéyẹmí from Ọ̀yọ́. They are there. Mama, àṣà Yorùbá ti ń parẹ́. Kí la fẹ́ ṣe? I went to London. I was in Peckham, Beam store. I was in front of Beam store. Then one man is coming with tribal marker. I said, Baba call me because anybody from Ibadan, they are my Baba call. Baba call me, how are you? I say, hi. For me.
To call her.
And Peckham is like Oshodio in London. Peckham is like Oshodio. What did you do?
Hi.
Hi. Then everybody there. Abori ele o ja were ni. Mama Rainbow nkiye. O say hi. Forget about Mama Rainbow. Are you not Yoruba? Shebi. Only I feel it. Ọlọ́run kò sí sandpaper tó máa fi mú.
I didn't hear that.
They don't want to speak Yoruba. I don't know what happened.
They've lost pride in their identity. Maybe there's nothing to be
English
proud of.
in the school, English in Ninule, English in program, English in music, English in everything.
All right, now what will you suggest? We're asking you now, what can we do? How do we remedy it?
You know, some school, they invite me to come and speak Yoruba to their students. Mama Rainbow, please, we want to hear Yoruba. I mean, number one, you have to get teacher, Yoruba teacher.
Yes.
Then you create time for them to teach them.
Make it interesting.
Please. We are in intro one day. Everybody are, they are speaking English. I'm now 75 years old. I can't stand though. One man look at me. 75? You? Yes, I was born in 1942. Jesus. My mother is 62. He can't stand like this. And you wear trousers. Yes. It's because I speak Yoruba.
Yes.
That's why everybody come. Mama, why you come by here? And you know they watch you to Eduro. Ọmọdé náà pè yín ẹ lọ jókòó 75.
Let me take this call from Yakub. Yakub, are you there?
Yeah, Morayo.
Thanks for calling. Go ahead, please.
That I got in this morning.
Yes.
Mama Rainbow.
Sir.
Good morning, ma.
Morning, sir.
You are one of the actors that I grown up know. I'm trying to mix it up because you said something earlier that we always spoke English in the house, offices, in the bus, and everywhere. And anywhere we are Yoruba. What happened to you, London? Has already happened to me in my office as well. One time ago, somebody came to my office, but they repay only tribal mark. The man was speaking English to me, also Yoruba, both you bad alone. He kept speaking English to me. I said, Baba, but the law like you now. Can't you quote my language to me so that I will tell you I'm not an Igbo guy? So, to cut it short, Morayo asked a very valid question earlier that what do we need to do in order to correct this abnormality? I think, to my own opinion, I may be right, I may be wrong. I think they should make it compulsory in secondary school that so that Yoruba, just like math and English, so that Yoruba, you get nowhere. So that Igbo, you get nowhere. You cannot be able to.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Jacob. Let me come to Yajidu. Yajidu, go ahead. Mama,
I love your color. You are beautiful.
Thank you.
Very beautiful. At 75, if I look like this, at 76, if I look like this, I have made it. How did you sustain your color? Because the industry right now, everybody wants to be fair.
Yellow.
Everybody is yellow. Everybody is glowing. Everybody is bleaching. How were you able to keep your color? I can see your skin is flawless and you are dark.
Aurora Adualiminu.
Olive oil.
Anointing oil. Okay.
In the morning, I would drink akam. In the afternoon, maybe small amala. In the evening, just something to choose and sleep. I can take tea. I don't use any, but one thing is God's grace.
Yeah, all right, now, let's talk about the industry. You've made it. There are a number of women like you who have made it. They've grown old in the industry and still doing well. We keep hearing about the issue of sexual harassment. Or you've slept with this one, you've slept with that one. Can you address it?
Did you even experience it?
Did you even experience it?
Did also not seeing when you're younger? You can't get this rule.
You have to come into my bed.
You know, my husband's one of them. But then the man died. They called me. We don't do this. We won't use you. I said, okay,
so
don't use me.
It happens.
Don't use me. Leave me. And I want to see one thing go. Fúnra wọn náà lọ ń bá wọn. Mi ní purọ́.
Mama ekpe fún wa o.
Because
they don't admit. They never do.
They let her finish.
So, tó bá dẹ̀ ti gbé wá, àwọn náà máa gbà. Tó bá ti ṣe tèmi ọba.
They'll pass around. So when one person does.
So kò ń ṣe pé àwọn ọkùnrin yẹn sọ pé dandan táwọn ò bá bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ò ní ṣe kínní àmọ́ ẹ̀pẹ́ tó máa fẹ́ràn wá wà bẹ́ẹ̀. One man tí mo yìí máa ń sọ mo ń sọ káàkiri Yínká Quadri tó bá bí friend yẹn I make sure pé òun fa ẹ̀gún kì báyìí. Yes, I make sure pé òun fa onítọ̀hún gòkè. Any location tó bá ń lọ máa mú ẹ lọ ni. Irú yẹn sì èèyàn lè blame ẹ̀. Ó jẹ́ kọ́ ọmọbìnrin yẹn rí orúkọ. Ṣùgbọ́n àwọn ti wá gan, àwọn ò wá yẹn. Tó bá fẹ́ ṣe fíìmù, wọ́n fẹ́ kó fi wọ́n ṣe actress ńbẹ̀. Leading role. Ṣé gbọ́?
Yes.
Leading role no máa mú nǹkan jáde ẹjẹ àgbà.
Let me let you translate a bit for those who don't understand what she just said. Can you?
Yeah, she's talking about women who in the industry themselves use what they have to get what they want.
Yes.
So they make these offers. It's not usually sexual harassment cases, but they
and she cited
the example of Yínká Quadri, who even if it has to happen, would make sure that that person achieves greatness in the industry. Yes. You know, who lifts them up. Yes. I wanted to ask you, Ma, because Obiajulu made she had addressed the question, but didn't hit it on the head. Okay. There's a new flair for fair skin in the industry, and almost the impression, even among veterans, people who were in the industry before your time, whose skin we don't understand where it is. Either they are dark or they are fair in the industry. Now there's body skin. Everybody has damaged. Is it that it's the demands of this trade, of this art, that that people must be fair, that that's gotten them there, or we cannot even sell movies without fair people inside? What exactly is causing this craziness? Yellow.
Maybe they want to yellow. Yeah, from the beginning I'm black and I'm still black, and they are still using me.
Mommy, let me come to you with this issue of discipline, because today all these book people, they go to, especially people where they go and teach to go to school and they teach them that don't beat your children, don't do this, all sorts of learnings we are here. You have to talk to them. And some of us still have that native mentality of, how would I not spank my child, my own child? In your own experience, how best do you train a child? Should we still, in this 21st century, can we continue to spank the children when they are wrong? Or do we just adopt the Oyinbo system of just talk to them?
We have to beat them, but not too much.
Okay.
My children, I don't beat them.
Okay.
But I say, Ojú.
Your eyes.
But me, Monto Desaye, to ba fojú bọ́mọ kan sanya. My mommy had my mother said, as we are going, I don't want you to eat in that place. Don't eat.
Don't try it.
Immediately we reach party, kilo maje. He eats rice, he eats ikakare. I said, no. My mother said, he's now. He's now.
You will know.
Right.
You eat, you will know.
Yorùbá ní tá bá fọwọ́ tó bọ́mọ wí. Àfọwọ́sí famọ́ra. Tó bá ti ń jẹ ẹgbà ojoojúmọ́, a ní kò jẹ gbà lọ. Ẹ máa pè wọ́n. Àwọn ọmọ mi lè jẹ́rìí lóru. Máa jí wọn. Ẹ jókòó. Ṣé ìmọ̀ pé ẹni bàbá? Ṣé ìmọ̀ pé mi nìkan ni? Oorun tẹ̀yìn sùn yìí, ẹ máa sùn fógún ọdún ẹni rẹ̀ ní jí. Everybody will wake up. For 40 years, yes. Nobody will wake you up. Why are you sleeping now? Ẹni tó bá ti sùn kò lè sùn síwájú. Ẹ má sùn jù. Ẹ gbéwèé yín, ẹ kàwé, ẹ ṣàánú mi, ẹ jọ̀ọ́.
Let me interpret.
Translate.
So Mama says, if you beat a child all the time, after a while, the child self will say, you know, pass beating. They will become immune to the beating. So you talk to the child as you beat them. And the richness in which you talk to the child is what matters. So she doesn't speak Oyibo with the child. Then do that. She says to them, this laziness, this sleeping, you are sleeping. Maybe you might find them idling away sleeping. Say, hey, it's a lifelong sleep. You want to sleep. You want to sleep for the rest of your life. You have to walk.
Let's give him a round of applause. Hey, walk when it's time to walk. Samson, are you there? You've been holding for a while. Let's take this call. Samson. Samson, are you there?
Yes.
From Abuja, go ahead, please.
Welcome, Samson.
Good morning, please.
Good morning.
I'm one of your regulars.
Thank you.
Michelle,
yes.
For bringing Mama Rainbow. So we want you to bring in people like that, yes.
Okay.
Abuja. Yes, one thing I want to say about the issue of language. The thing is that there is psychology behind it. We always believe that what the one man does is the best. We are yet to break out from that colonial mentality, just as Flap talked about. Then, Mama Rainbow, I want to ask you a question, please. I'm a Yoruba man who have been enjoying your film. Is there any force you people have? You are contributing money, all the actors and actresses, in order to help people that are in problem, like Babasuwe now, Umidina or Dedina. He have been sick, so we learn. What are you people doing? What are you people doing to help him out of his problem? So what are you people doing, ma?
All right.
We are trying our best.
Yeah, good.
Let me let you, I have to go on a break. When I come back, I'll let you respond to that. Okay. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
Thanks for staying with us. So the question the last caller asked about helping your colleagues who are in trouble, they need help.
Sir, we like to help ourselves, but no money. And it's you could follow me. We want you to beg our government, please, to help us. You see, Mama Rainbow used to do you do this. Because there's no money in theater again. That's why I cross anywhere. And kì í ṣe gbogbo alálè cross. Ẹlòmíì ò mọ̀ ju line yẹn kan lọ. Ṣùgbọ́n ẹ bá wa bẹ̀ àwọn ìjọba wa. A bẹ̀ wọ́n ní kán jọ, kán tiẹ̀ fojú àánú wò wá. Bí owó kan máa wà tó máa fún wa ní. Lágbájá fáì, ó fẹ́ ṣe fíìmù. Gba owó mbì lọ fi ṣe. Tó bá ṣe tán, á dáwó padà. Á rí èrè tiẹ̀. Àìmọye ti kú sílé o. Wọ́n kú nígbà tán wà láàyè. Lóní tíátà o, tí bá dárúkọ bí ilẹ̀ àkún o. Tá a lè gbé síta o. Because Baba Suwe have luck. Mama Bimbola Ajayi, 10 million. This one 1 million. This one 2 million. Baba Suwe is now in America. But what of Antionia sex? Débutant tiẹ̀ máa fún lówó. Wọ́n kàn wá lé ní mí kò ríran mọ́. Now Majesty àwọn náà gbé lọ General Hospital ní Ìjẹrin. Wọ́n ní ká máa dáwó. Èlò ṣé 10,000 ló fẹ́ yí ilẹ̀. Ibi tó ń chu sí tó ń tọ́ sí. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá wa bẹ̀ àwọn ìjọba wa. Iṣẹ́ yìí ò ká wa.
Nima, help us translate, please.
Please. Mama is talking about grants. Theater grants, movie grants. You know, the government should look into the industry. Yes. And this is a lucrative business. Yeah. The government can partner with them. So maybe they provide a grant where when you need to produce, you can borrow, you can get a soft loan that you, when you're done, you make a profit and then return, so that you don't have to do too much. Yeah. You're not pushed to go the extreme. Yeah. And when they are sick, how much can the body of actors raise? Really? Because themselves in abroad, are not making money.
They help them. They have a village, theater village. They give them camera, lights, everything.
Okay, let's take a few tweets.
So our brain box here says, owning a joint property or whatever is not a bad idea. The problem is with the spouse you are owning it with. Any couple who keeps secret properties are not true to themselves. However, if there exists an apathy of trust, there may be a need for secrecy. Loshi says, if love is why we came together, we should own properties together. If we say we love one another, when secrets are being unraveled, both parties start feeling insecure. Do
you have anyone for Mama Rainbow?
Abiodun Shoton says, morning, beautiful ladies. I'm your fan for almost 15 years. That's to Mama Rainbow. With my wife, I have not been on top of... Okay, and he has been... I'm your fan from the UK. I've been with my wife for 15 years, and I've never been with any other woman. We bought a house in her name, because I believe even if I finally mess up, she will have it.
Okay, let me quickly come to you because we have very little time there. That Mama Rainbow, Ya Rainbow, how did you come about that name? How did you roll it?
Ọkọ mi náà pè ní Baba Oṣùmàrè.
Oṣùmàrè is Rainbow.
Oṣùmàrè means Rainbow.
Okay. So that's just called Ya Rainbow.
That's how you got the name.
We hear that.
No, I went to Igbo people to do film. You know, armed robber just entered the house and killed 2 children. Yes. Then we are 4 in number. Oh yeah, if you are the mother, what can you do? And I begin to cry. I hear me. I lose my kili. I lose everything. You know Kanayo?
Kanayo.
When they say cut, and the water is still coming. Kanayo, waiting. Mama will beat you again. We don't cut. I say the water is from the head. It never stops.
It's natural.
Okay. You want to mention my name. You say, Mama Oshu. I say Oshumare. How can I call it, please, Mama? I said Oshumare Miss Rainbow. Can I just say, we better call you Mama Rainbow then?
Finally, Mama Safety says, God bless Mama Rainbow. I love what she does. I love when she said, meaning with too much sleep, you cannot progress in life. We need to educate our children with hard work.
I hear you use your house for a church. Why?
Yes. God said I should use it for him.
Okay.
Because it's the one who protects me. Without God, I can't do anything. In my house today, we are about 30 eating there. NGO, I don't register it too. But God knows.
Ma, I have to ask you this question before we go. Do you have a will? Will?
Will?
Yes.
It is a will.
Oh, yeah, a will.
Kilo day.
Ah, how much a will?
Right,
will. 120 more in law.
100. It's always important. All right,
very important. So, Mommy, how are you encouraging the young people? Some more. Brigade is seeing people are, gradually easing out.
We have to run out. Unfortunately, we can't take any more time.
All right.
But thank you very much, Ma, for coming. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you. Did you know that our app is available now? You can download it both on an Android and iOS stores. The app allows you to watch us from anywhere in the world. Have a lovely weekend. We'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye. Thank you very much, Ma.